Hi there and welcome to this week's HomeKit Show. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about the Eufy Video Doorbell, along with a possible new Apple TV, and also the announcement about the Apple Worldwide Development Conference and what this means. Back. My name's John from HomeKit Authority. And if you're new to this channel, it's dedicated to everything HomeKit, news, reviews, and tutorials. So if you've not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button and also the bell button to get notified when new videos become available. So starting with the first bit of news for this week, Eufy have released their video doorbell to the UK and to some countries in Europe. Whilst it's not HomeKit enabled at this time, there has been a report via HomeKitNews.com that this will be getting HomeKit support by the end of June. Now, I just want to put some caution on that. I reached out to Eufy myself and they said that they have been in active talks with Apple to bring HomeKit support to this doorbell, but it's not progressed as far as that. So whilst the June target date that this website has stated is a little optimistic, it does show that HomeKit support may be coming to this device in the next couple of months. Now, if you are thinking of buying a video doorbell, this is a great option. It's got 2K resolution, and because it works with Eufy's existing Homebase, which works with other products that are already HomeKit compatible, there's a very good chance this will become HomeKit enabled later on this year. Now, my advice with anything like this, wait until HomeKit support is officially announced and it arrives. As plenty of people have been stung, you only have to look at Ring promising HomeKit support, how people have bought this product on that promise, and then it's not been delivered. So I would take the June date with a pinch of salt, and I would suggest it's not going to be there. But based on the conversations that I've had with Eufy, it will be coming later on this year, but continue to watch out for more information on that. Next bit of news I want to talk about is a new Apple TV. Now, while this is not directly related to HomeKit, as people know, you can use a Apple TV, an iPad, or a HomePod as a HomeKit hub, and this gives you lots of different extra capabilities such as automations and HomeKit secure video. So you may have watched one of the videos recently I did about HomeKit hubs, and you might be thinking about buying a HomeKit hub to enhance your HomeKit experience. Now, there's been some information leaked over the last couple of days from a reliable leaker called John Prosser. Now, this information suggests a new Apple TV is going to hit the market in the next couple of weeks. Now, this is going to feature the A12X processor. Now, whilst this has no bearing on HomeKit and how it performs, it will certainly be useful if you're wanting to use it for gaming content. The rumor is it's been launched to give a more powerful Apple TV so users can use the Apple Arcade platform. Now, my advice on this is that if a new Apple TV is going to arrive, then you've got one of two options. Your first option is you can buy this new media device, being able to consume all the latest media, especially taking advantage of that processor. Now, this will give you a great Apple TV and some great hardware, and you'll also be able to use it as a HomeKit hub. Now, my other bit of advice is if they do deliver this product, then that means that the previous devices are going to drop in price and you'll be able to pick one up from Amazon or even eBay for a massively reduced price. What that means is you'll still get a very capable HomeKit hub and you'll be able to use it as well as a media device. Now, I personally really like the Apple TV. I've got a couple in my house along with a HomePod, and I get a lot out of it. Not only does it act as the HomeKit hub and it works with HomeKit secure video, I also able to use my favorite apps to consume media such as Netflix and all of the other things that I can do with it. So my advice is if you're thinking about buying a HomeKit hub or you think about upgrading your Apple TV, hold off for a few more weeks as there may be a new one coming out and you could get the latest and greatest if you want to go with the latest technology, or you could get a very good discount on the previous generation devices. Now, the final bit I want to talk about is the Worldwide Developer Conference. If you're not familiar with what this is, it's Apple's opportunity to show off the latest software, which they're going to bring later on in the year. This normally covers the Watch, the iPhone, the Mac, Apple TV, and the iPad. Now, this is quite significant because it's going to be different this year. It's going to be, first of all, on the 22nd of June, and it's going to be an online event. Normally, people gather in Apple's headquarters or a facility nearby and get a keynote from the top executives from Apple where they release the software and they tell us about the latest features. Now it's going to be available online because of the current pandemic situation. However, that doesn't mean things are going to change in terms of delivery. We will still see the software come out around September, October time, as it normally does, unless they're going to surprise us and tell us something different. However, what this normally means for HomeKit users is that we'll get to see some latest features. Now, there's already been some leaks over the last couple of months, and I did a video on them, that we're suspecting to see some new features within HomeKit. First of all, there's going to be a feature which is similar to Night Shift, which is going to be able to control the lights. Depending on the time of day, it will alter the lights settings in order to give you different color settings. Now, this in theory will allow less strain on the eyes and also allow for people to feel more relaxed when they wake up in the morning and then be able to wind down in the evening. And now the other new feature expected is facial recognition for HomeKit Secure Video. Currently, it already recognizes animals, people, cars, and other motion. Now it's expected, similar with the Netimo or other cameras that do facial recognition, that Apple are going to bring this to HomeKit Secure Video. It's also supposed to be having presence detection, so you use the facial recognition software in order to identify who has arrived home and who's possibly left. This is a really interesting feature, and certainly when it comes, I'm certainly going to dive into this and have a look. However, there's some of the headline features we're expecting, but there's still lots of other features that HomeKit users have been wanting for a long time, such as improved icons to get more icons for different types of devices. We'd also like to see background wallpapers syncing across all devices. Currently, when you're setting up the background wallpaper, it only sets it for that device and you have to set it up on each individual device. So it'd be really good if Apple could improve that. Also, I would personally like to see improvements to HomeKit Secure Video. Currently, you can have different types of settings for screening, recording, or have the camera off. I would personally like to see it based on time as well, or you're able to disable the camera using Siri. Currently, if you've got an indoor camera in particular, then if you've got it set to say it streams and records when you're away, but when you come home, you normally want this camera off. You don't normally want to think the camera is recording anything. So I normally have it set to off. But if you've got this camera, say, downstairs in a living room and you go to bed, you ideally want to turn this camera on, which you have to do manually. So if you are having to do that manually every day, sometimes you might forget. It'd be great to have a feature where you could say, hey Siri, turn on the living room camera, and it would then start to record and stream, or even a time-based setting. So you can set the camera to record or stream at certain times. Similar to, you can have automations where it'll turn all the devices off at night. You could also have it so it could turn your HomeKit Secure Video camera on to record. So then when everyone's gone to bed, you're safely knowing that your camera's recording downstairs. So if anything was to happen, you could have the recorded evidence and able to back anything up. I'd also like to see expanded support for other accessories, such as vacuum cleaners. It'd be really good to put my Neato vacuum cleaner onto HomeKit and to be able to schedule it through automations. That'd be really cool. It'd be great to see that. We are expecting some incremental improvements, certainly to stability and other things as well to HomeKit. Obviously, we're going to have to wait and see until the 22nd of June to see what we're going to get for HomeKit, and it's going to be really interesting to find out. And now, just before that, I will be doing the HomeKit Show special on the Apple Developer Conference, and I'll be inviting some special guests from the world of HomeKit. Some of your favorite content creators will be coming on and we'll be discussing some of the topics. So guys, that's the end of the HomeKit Show. Hopefully you found it interesting. If you have, don't forget to subscribe, as that's greatly appreciated because there's more videos coming out over the next couple of weeks. Also, if you've liked this video, give me a thumbs up. And also, if you've got a question or comment, then leave it in the comment sections below, especially about any features you're expecting to see from the Apple Developer Conference. And also, don't forget to check out the website, HomeKitAuthority.com, for more HomeKit news, reviews, and tutorials. My name's John, and this has been the HomeKit Show. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you soon.